Okay, YouTubers and my Crochet Portrait friends, we are on part 2 now. We just finished row 2 of the practice pattern that is on Derrian Did It Crochet Portraits group page on Facebook. And now let's go to row 3, but after, before we do that, we need to make sure that we do the chain 1 at the end of this row. Okay, so there it is. And let's flip everything over. And right now, I believe I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bobbins. And that's okay. Or rubber band thingies. That's okay, because when you start doing this, you will appreciate not having all the different ends to weave in. I believe when people do the cartoons, this is the way they do. They carry their yarn through, and you'll see that their backs look just as neat as the fronts. And I really do appreciate that. So here is, let's go to row 3. And the first row, it is color 4, single crochet 3. So of course we mark that off to make sure that we don't do that row over, that stitch over again. So we do a color 4 single crochet 3, and we put it in this first one, this first single crochet here. So we go 1, 2, 3. All right, and then we have color 2, which is the blue, single crochet 2. So color 2, what we do is we carry this yarn over here. We carry it behind, and we single crochet 2. And remember, when you're doing the carrying behind, make sure that you twist it. Okay, that's what's done in knitting. Most times you twist it, and that's to make sure that you don't have big old holes in your work. All right, so we'll put this through. So that's color number 1. All right, and now remember, we had this blue piece right here. Remember this blue piece? This blue piece right here, we have it just laying around. So what we'll do is we'll do our first single crochet in the white where it belongs. You'll put the hook through, but then you will move your yarn back behind that hook, and then you'll finish your single crochet there. And then what you're doing is you're tucking the yarn in. So that's stopping. That's stopping you from having another strand of yarn hanging down. So let's do single crochet 2. Okay, then we're going to color 3, single crochet 4. So color 3 is, oh, see? And I messed up. And the thing is that if the person who makes the patterns messes up, don't, be upset if you mess up. All right? Because this is just as easy as taking it out. And as we call it in crochet, we call it frogging. So, you take it out and start all over again. So we have color 4, single crochet 3, and then we have color 2, which is the purple color, which is my favorite color. And we move that over like we did the blue. And still, there's no need to worry about this string that's here in the back, because we're going to cover that up when we do our single crochets. And we go 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochet. All right, so that is our 2 single crochets right there. And then we, of course, mark off with the next thing. So right now we're on color 3, single crochet 4. All right, so color 3 is the blue color. All right, so what we do is we grab the blue and we make sure that we have this strand of yarn that was from the last row. We make sure that we have it tucked in. Make sure that you interlock or twist your yarn to make sure that you don't have any holes in your piece. There is a pattern that I have that I've been doing. It's called Our Savior piece. I am trying to do a bunch of those so I can hang them up in my shop. And you don't want your pieces to be too holy, is what I say. So make sure that you cross your yarns. Okay, so we've already put it through, and then with color 3, we single crochet 4. So we put to the purple, and that's the first stitch. 1, 2, I'm not used to holding my crochet hook like this because I'm trying to show you guys how to do it. Let me see here. 3, and 4. All right, and so as you see, look, there's no strings on the back. All right, the front side looks the same as the back side. Okay, so then we go to our color 2 again, and we single crochet 1. So then we of course have to add another piece of yarn. I've already had these bobbins out, so that is the reason why you see so many different ones. And the reason why we're not carrying this over is, like, you know, I was saying, the purple is a lot darker than the blue. If we were to carry it over, then what we would do is, if we were to take a picture or something, or somebody, you know, with a trained crochet eye can look at it, they can see that you carry. In my portraits, in the patterns, there are some colors that are very close together, like the warm brown and the cafe or a cafe latte. Those colors are so close together that when it comes to looking at them, you will need a light, you know, in order for you to be able to see them. It's okay to carry those two, you know, behind each other. I do not carry more than 3 stitches, you know, or 4 stitches. Some of the patterns call for single crochet 17. I think it's crazy to crochet and carry 17 stitches. So what I do is, if it's more than 3 stitches, I just go ahead and put another bobbin on. Some people are like, okay, well, I have 10 bobbins. There have been times when I've had 20 bobbins, or maybe even 30. But at the end, it was well worth it. And after a while, you'll get used to it. So don't worry about that. That's just something that we all have, you know, to do. So let's go and add this purple, okay, for our next stitch, which is the single crochet 1 of color 2. So we add this, but make sure that we tie this. And also, another thing that people have asked me is, how do you wash it? A lot of the things I do, you put it on a frame. But there's some things like baby blankets and stuff like that. Like you'll see on my page, it's my little cousin, and I made him a baby blanket. If you put that blanket in a laundry bag and wash it, it'll be fine. You know, it's just like any other thing that you've made, like a, you know, granny square piece or something like that. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. As long as you've tied your knots properly, it'll be okay. When you wash it, there's nothing to fear. So what we have here is the color 2 single crochet 1. We did that. But also what you need to make sure of is, when you dry it, I don't dry my crochet things in the dryer. I just lay them flat or line dry them or something like that, because we want to make sure that when we're doing that, I don't like a lot of fuzzies, and there tends to be fuzzies in the dryer. So I do not line dry. I do not put my crochet pieces in the dryer. Okay. I just let them air dry. All right. So we did that one. And then now we have to do color 3, single crochet 1. And like I said, we marked this off here. And now we have this yarn right here. Color 3, single crochet 1. So we just put this through. Okay. And then, oops. Okay, I'm sure that happens to a lot of you. All right, so then we single crochet 1. And now we are going to do color 4, single crochet 9. And I am going to, again, stop this video, finish this row up, and then I will meet you at row number 4.